Hello.
Hello.
Good evening and welcome everybody to Jack Journeys.
Hi, we're Jack and Mark.
And we're
Whoa!
here to chat.
Hey, what the hell's going on here? What the hell is on here? What have you done?
They're actually live.
Get out! Get out!
Get out of it.
What are you doing? Get out!
Trying to nick
Can't
out.
get out,
Dare
bloody
you.
live. You set up your
What's
own
going on
channel.
here?
Oh my word!
Ladies and gentlemen, we do apologise. Welcome to Mida Travel.
Get out of here!
This is Mida Travel. We apologise about them.
Wow.
Anyway, hello and welcome to Mida Travel. Today we have got a lot in store for you, but as you can see, we are not in the usual place. We are in Manchester with our friends Mark and Jack, who you probably know from some of the videos. So
We're actually in Bury.
Bury.
How'd you
Bury.
say it? Bury.
Bury.
Yeah, well, Bury. Yeah.
For all of you alcohol lovers out there, obviously we have our obligatory alcoholic drink to celebrate the night. It's not wine time anymore. It is, I don't know what it is, but it's nice.
It's Copperberg and gin.
I don't know.
It's nice. Really nice.
But
It's
anyway.
Yeah, go on then.
Anyway,
Where are we going?
anyway,
It helps if I have a mouthful.
So there is a lot to talk about tonight. So first of all, I'm going to start off by saying, ladies and gentlemen, thank you everybody who came onto Facebook and celebrated my birthday with me by wishing me a happy birthday. Thank you so much from myself. 32 years old this year.
What?
What do you mean what?
Hold on. Let's. This channel is got to be known for being truthful. If you're 32, I'm 51. So
No.
it's more believable that I'm 51.
No, to be fair though, I do have to be serious though for a
Yes,
second. Thank you
yes.
so much, everyone. You actually touched me, not physically, but you
I'm
did
just saying,
touch
look
me.
at you.
To have all those lovely comments and more. So thank you so much for all those birthday wishes, and of course to my lovely mother and my family for also helping me, and Michael for giving me such.
I was going to say, I thought you were going to say my lovely husband.
No, for giving me.
I was quite deflated for a minute.
Such a lovely time, and of course, this is also part of my birthday weekend. So, to our friends Mark and Jack for entertaining us this weekend. So, thank you, everybody.
And we had another big day yesterday because I've never done. On Facebook, we were on 962 followers, and it's been quite a slog to get that many. And yesterday, I didn't realize I had a flash thing come up saying, ask your friends to follow you. And I thought I'd done this ages ago. So it sent 1,000 requests out to on my friends on my personal profile. And yesterday, we absolutely rocketed over 1K followers. So for everybody who's on my friends list on my personal profile, then a massive thank you, because we went from 960, I think it was actually, to 1,064 by the end of the day yesterday. So that is great. Over 1,000.
And as you can see, that is not Lily. She hasn't grown loads of hair. This is beautiful little Perry. Isn't he gorgeous? And Skipper's down there building himself a nest. So
Everybody falls in love with Perry.
yes, he's got beautiful eyes. Right, okay, so some shout outs.
Yes.
Let's do some shout outs. Let's start off with Nicholas Summers, top fan who's just joined Marella, Voyager group. Have a fabulous time and look forward to hearing how you got on. So go on the Voyager.
On the Voyager. So
Right,
I hope you're having a brilliant time, and we look forward to hearing all about it and how you got on. And we hope you love it as much as we did.
Right.
For those that don't know, Voyager is our favourite so far.
Who else we got?
Oh, we've got...
You can't even read it from there.
Yes, I can. My eyesight isn't that bad. We got Stacey and Ian. Can't join us tonight because they're travelling home from somewhere, but I don't know where they were travelling home from. So they're travelling home. They're going to watch us on Catch Up. So I thought I'd put a shout out and say, I hope you've had a safe journey home. And thanks for catching up with us. And also somebody else who's travelled home today, and I'm not sure whether they're with us, whether they've got home just yet. And I wouldn't be surprised if they're not. But coming home from Turkey today are Sarah and Chris.
Well, I've been following them on Facebook, and they've actually been in that earthquake that happened in Turkey the other day. That must be so
Was there
scary.
an earthquake?
Yeah, there was. Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah. Well, some people check their social media and the news, but just saying, yeah, they were. And they were out there for that. So they are currently, or they might not be anymore, but they're currently in a place that we love.
Yeah.
Olu Denise.
They were flying home today, so hopefully they'll be home, and hopefully they might just pop in. But anyway, should we do a few of the catch-ups? We don't want to fall too far behind.
In the room, right? And so starting off from David Venus. Hopefully, it will
Who's
be a
that?
fun meeting. Thank you very much, me. Lovely. John is in the room.
John, hello.
Don't start till I fix a drink. Lost for choice, my own version. Inclusive. Here we go, John. Cheers.
What have you ended up with, John? But cheers to you. Good evening.
Yachida. Not Yachida. Yeah, Yachida. Dan is in the room. Hello, guys. Good evening.
Dan.
Hello, Dan. How are you?
Good to see you this evening.
Stuart. Hi, everyone from Swansea. Nice, Stuart, going back.
Oh, Stuart and Kerry, how you doing this evening? You're not on your travels. That's quite unusual to have Stuart and Kerry at home.
I know.
In Swansea.
Big time. Never home. Eileen Mums, that was so funny. Oh, bless them. They were trying to hijack us, Mum.
We're not having it. We're not having
Can't
it.
have it.
We're Mida, not Jark. What were they? Jark's Travels?
Jark Journeys.
Jark Journeys.
Thomas Aiken, evening chat from a wet Keswick.
Oh.
Looking forward to this. Well, hopefully we can bring the goods.
Yeah, we haven't got a topic as such tonight, have we? So we've got...
We haven't though, Mick, but remember, we are nowhere near getting through what we need to talk about P&O versus Marella. Because there's still a lot to talk about.
There's still that. And of course, we've got some news, cruise news.
We have.
There's been a sort of startling event this week.
I don't want to go there yet.
Okay.
And the reason why I don't want to go there yet is because what we're saying about Marella versus P&O, we have to be careful. And that's going to lead us on to the cruise news because we're going to have to be careful with how we word things for now, I think, because there is something going on out there and we're a little bit concerned. Let's just do it.
You want to do it now? Just say, no, we won't do it now. We'll just put a little bit of flavour of what it is. Some very well-known cruise vloggers had quite a shock in the last week. They had a letter from a certain company.
Okay, so you're just telling them.
No, we won't go any further than that.
You're just telling them.
But it is a big wake-up call to all cruise vloggers out there.
It is, but we're going to discuss it in a minute.
Discuss it in a bit.
Yes. Lynn and Dave. Hi guys from Manchester.
Hey, you're not far. We're in Bury. And yes,
Bury.
I usually have black pudding here. But
Chadwick's.
Yes,
Mark says
but
Chadwick's.
But Jark
didn't
get any this time.
No, he didn't.
So no black pudding, but yes, it's very nice Bury black pudding. It's world famous apparently.
Yeah, but he says Chadwick's is the best. And to be fair about it, I agree. It's beautiful.
Okay.
Lynn Mitchell. Hello guys.
Hey
hello
Lynn. How you doing?
Another year to go to the pension day. I bloody wish. Do you know what? It's so in the distance. I can almost see it. It's not coming anytime soon.
I need to help you spend it. I mean, you better hurry up.
Keith, J213. Good evening, all.
Keith,
hello, Keith. How are you doing, bud? David Taylor is in the room. Hi, guys. Hope you're all okay.
My word, David. Is that you? Such a
Daredevil,
daredevil, eh?
I had a lovely birthday. Thank you, David. I did work on my actual birthday. That was my choice. And then we're celebrating this weekend. So thank you.
Yeah, we went out partying last night, didn't we?
We did.
Clubs of Manchester, they didn't know what it is.
A little bit worse for wear. Yes. Oh, quick question as well, guys. Just pop in the comments below if our audio and visual are good. It always worries us because this is a different setup for us today. So we're hoping we're working good. And also, do not forget to press the like. Let this be spread. Let people see. Happy days.
Yeah, it helps us out a great deal. So we really appreciate it.
We do. Billy's in the room. Hi,
Billy. How you doing,
all.
Billy? Good evening to you.
How are you,
Oh, I love... What was the picture now? I love the black and white.
I'm thinking it's a band.
It looks like a band.
Yeah. So we'd love to know who that is.
Who it is. Billy, were you in the band or is that a well-known band?
It could be Billy. Len's Legacy is in. Hello, just celebrated my 50th birthday. My present is our first ever cruise, Marella Voyager. On the 12th of July.
What a present!
Beautiful. Where are you going? I'm assuming they're on the Adriatic. Voyager.
I'm not sure where Voyager is at the moment.
Might be the Med. I'm not sure.
It's got to be the Med, but it'll be that region. But what a great way to celebrate your birthday and
50 years young.
We say every time Voyager is just an amazing ship. We had a fabulous time, and I just hope everybody has the same experience that we did on Voyager. But so much good on the ship.
Well, the boys aren't even here to ask, and the beautiful thing is they give you a pure answer on it right now. If we said to them, "What ship did you prefer of all?" they'd probably say Voyager, and there's reasons why, and they're not any way affiliated to us. Might have traveled. They'll just give their own personal opinions, but I think they enjoyed.
They're friends, and they came along on the first cruise when we did. It was the Voyager, wasn't it? The first cruise we did with them. We did Discovery 2. Then we loved Marella so much, we thought, oh, let's do another one. And they came with us, so that was their first cruise was on Voyager, and they've just done Iona with us, P&O, and they absolutely feel that Marella knocks spots off P&O. They love Voyager.
But I think we need to open a dialogue about this. I think tonight we need to talk about the reasons why we think. Now, we're not going to sit here and we're not going to slag off P&O. We're not going to slag off Marella by any means. We're going to give our honest opinions and probably going to give it some positives and negatives as to both.
There's definitely positives and negatives, and it's definitely a case of that people are very loyal to the cruise ship that they love, and there are people that absolutely love P&O, and I can understand why people love P&O. I know why we love Marella, and is it because they were the first ones that really gave us the buzz for cruising?
Yeah.
So I don't know, but there are good and bad for every company, and I just think there's a cruise line that suits every person, and the first one you go on might not necessarily be the cruise line that sort of suits you.
Yeah.
It's important, isn't it, to look at what each cruise company offer, and do you want adults only? Do you want one with more things to do with for children on there? Do you want big?
I think a great entry level for Len is Marella, because I think it's a great entry level cruise because everything's done for you. And then, of course, from there, then you can do some research and go a bit more outfield to the bigger super ships and understand how things are differently done there. Yeah. But I think Morella's a good base to.
I just think with our experience, Marella is great for first-time cruisers because everything is so much simpler. And I think I've said it many times before that Marella, for me, the reason I love Marella is just the element of fun. Everything is about fun and happy, and you just feel happy all the time on Marella.
Defo. Right, a few more, yeah. Kerry, hello, Kerry. Hello, you lovely people.
I have said hello already, but
why can't I do this?
Oh. Hey!
There you go, Kerry. And Mandy's in as well.
Oh, fireworks for Mandy and Kerry.
Yeah, more time for Mandy.
Mandy, I think, has been busy booking holidays.
Yes, I think I saw Mandy post on Facebook today, Azura.
Wow, P&O.
P&O Azura. Don't know where to, but I've seen it on Facebook.
It's a smaller ship, isn't it? The Azura, I think.
Iona and Azura, the sisters, same ships, aren't they? All right.
No, what are you on about now? What sister ships? Iona and Arvia are sister ships.
Arvia, I knew it was an A. Don't know why I do this.
You do this every live.
I'm just going to go.
Anyway, Mandy, really excited for you.
I've got him to remind me of things.
But I don't think Azura is the only thing Mandy's got booked. I think she's got a few things in the pipeline to look forward to.
Good on you, man. Good on you.
That's what
Eileen Venus. Hi, guys, from Cardiff Bay. Hey! Hello, mother.
Oh, no, it's not the girl from Cardiff Bay, is it? It's the girl from Tiger Bay.
Yeah, Tiger
Bay. But your mother can be the girl from Cardiff Bay.
Yes.
She's the queen of Cardiff
Bay. She's the queen of Cardiff Bay.
Queen of Cardiff Bay, yeah.
Dimitri, hello, my love. Hello from Corm. Oh, Corm, happy 32nd birthday. Thank you, Dimitri.
He's taking the mic.
I wish I was 32.
I hope he is.
But thank you, Dimitri. And funny enough, we have just booked a trip to Cornwall ourselves in September. So who knows?
Yes.
Who knows?
Yes, we got a bit of news, haven't we? We haven't passed that on yet.
No, we haven't.
So we'll come to that a bit later.
Jojo, hello, Jojo. How
good evening
are you?
To you.
Good evening. I think Jojo's a new face. I've not spoken to you before, Jojo. So welcome.
Yeah, if you're not new, then we apologise. But it looks I can't.
Yeah, we're not taking the welcome back.
No,
you can keep the welcome.
No.
Paul Kearney, hello,
Hi,
mate.
Paul.
Had a great solo trip on Discovery 2 from Cycles last month.
Oh, wow.
Waiting for next Marella discount codes for next year. Oh, that's really good to hear, Paul. And I hope, because obviously we know there's people in the room that do solo cruise or want a solo cruise, and I'm glad you had a great experience. So it wouldn't be bad. We just pop in the comments there some of the experiences that you had.
Did you get the letter in the cabin, being a solo cruiser, inviting you to a meeting? Because I've posted a letter before now that people have had as solo cruising, inviting you to a meeting the first night. And I just wondered if you had that in your cabin waiting when you got there. But Discovery 2, great ship. We love Discovery 2.
Right. Next up, we have John Freeman, half pint of gin and tonic with a lime wedge.
That sounds good to me, John.
That was last night, but that was Jack.
Drink.
Jack was on the G&Ts last night. We were on the vodkas.
And Red Bull. I needed wings.
I had wings, but they were glittery.
Yeah, we did as well. He's not joking.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he sort of
Right.
Glittered his t-shirt.
So we're going to park the comments there for a second, which is going to lead us on to the first bit of information for today. So Michael and I were speaking in cryptic codes earlier about something that may have happened. Now, for most of you that follow cruise vloggers, you will know, and we're very, very mortified to hear this news, to be fair, because we really enjoy these two guys. We think they do a fantastic job. Yeah. And if you haven't heard, they basically are the ones that manage the Sailaway. So I'll just pop it on there now.
So Sailaway Magazine.
So Sailaway Magazine.
Just to give that a plug, it's a great magazine. It comes out, I think it's every couple of months.
Yeah.
But you can subscribe and get it either sent digitally or by post. And it's a really well-produced and full of information magazine. So look at that. But they've also very experienced cruisers and have been cruising for many, many years.
Definitely.
And they had a letter.
They did, but first of all, we have to give some background.
Yes.
Now, the reason why we have said that we need to start being a bit more careful is a bit wrong of us to say this, because cruise vloggers are not here to sell cruises. We are here to give you our personal opinions, not put our opinions on you and make you do what we say, to give you our opinions of what we thought happened. This is what they've done. And because of this, they have received a letter which basically bans them from cruising on 93 different cruises across 5 years.
I mean, I'm just so shocked because they were quite scathing on a video. I think it was a Princess cabin video, and it was absolutely disgusting, the state of the cabin, and they didn't hold back at all. And I think that has sort of led to this, and also some of the other videos that they've done. And yes, our job is we can only sort of talk about the experience that we have and pass on what we think and what we learn. And we're not there to destroy a company. You know, we're there to give our honest opinion of what we found, whether it was good, and also any hints, tips and information. But should we read the letter that they have?
Yes.
This is the letter that they actually received. Do you want to read it?
Yeah, so basically it says, following a review of your recent interactions with us, we believe that you have both clearly demonstrated that we cannot offer the holiday that you are looking for. It is thus no longer appropriate for you to travel with us or any of the Carnival Group brands. This includes Cunard, P&O Cruises and Princess Cruises.
Next page.
Now, it says, I'm sorry to have to convey this decision to you. Please note that this letter represents our final decision on this matter, and you will therefore not be permitted to travel with us for a period of 5 years, after which we may review. Please note that no further correspondence to this matter will be entered into. Now, the problem here is no vlogger wants to affiliate with a cruise line, because then that tarnishes the actual review, the actual opinion. If cruise lines do it right, as you've seen with Marella, we are full of praise. We will praise, praise, praise. However, Mike and I, we aren't the type of vloggers that will go to town with negatives, because we like to always think that any negative can be turned into a positive somehow. The problem is they have just gone out there and they have done what they class as their job to give their honest opinion. And because of this, because of the cruise lines not coming up to scratch, they have now been penalised for 5 years.
I mean, how can you say that we can't give you the holiday that you clearly want? How do they know that? Have they tried? And, you know, I just find it absolutely shocking that, I mean, these boys have not been on every one of those 93. And I think there's also one that they haven't cruised with. So how can they say we can't give you the holiday that you want? And I just think it's a bit of a wake-up call that cruise companies, I mean, cruise vlogging is so popular now. There's so many people doing it. It's not the first time that cruise vloggers have got into trouble with cruise companies. But I just think if this is the way the cruise companies are going to be, it is quite a worry. And
they ideally get free advertisement from cruise vloggers, because if they do it right, there's nothing to hide and they will be promoted. You know, we had bad experiences on P&O, but we're not prepared to say to you, don't go on P&O because of this. Because we believe that P&O is a fantastic cruise company. We believe their ships are fantastic. We just have some issues with some things. Now, we could tell you the same about Marella. We have some issues with Marella. But however, we hold Marella in great regard, because every time those issues have been complained about, Marella have gone out of their way to rectify those issues. That is a good cruise company.
I've just come back from MSC, and those of you that have seen my part one know that I had quite an horrendous first 6 hours on board. I still think throughout that first part one, I did come up with some positives. And I think moving forward, hopefully the next part will be out in the next week. You will see that things turned around for me on the ship, and I actually started to see why people would like MSC, and also I started to have a better time. So there were still things go wrong, but there were a lot of positives, and it certainly turned around for me. So yes, I think it's important to highlight the positives as well as the negatives, but I think you've got to say it as it is. And I think companies, cruise companies trying to shut or quieten people down for fear that they're all going to get banned, it's quite shocking, really.
But it's a simple relief. Do a good job. Give people the holidays, the memories that they deserve, that they've paid for, and there won't be a problem.
And I know that this, as a result of this, and particularly the state the room was in, the two boys have said how good the person was that they spoke to that dealt with the complaints on the ship, and they went out of the way to put things right. And I think that they'd have probably been happy with that. But then to get this letter, I just find it a little bit shocking, really.
It is sad, and Dan and Jay, if you ever watch this live, our hearts go out with you, to you, because I don't feel that you deserve to have been banned from all these, and I do hope that they reissue an investigation into what's happened there, and they sort it out so you can continue cruising.
But to say 5 years and then we may review it, I mean, that's
it's brash.
It's like
that brash.
5 years you banned.
So we won't ever fall to that trap where we're not going to give a negative if it deserves one, because I feel that this is almost bullying tactics, and I don't like it. We are here. This is our hobby. We like to give you our opinions, and hopefully, guys, you will give us your opinions, and it's nice to hear what you have to say. But we're in no way, and same with Dan and Jay, they're in no way trying to tell you what to do, not to cruise, or whether to cruise with a company. They're giving their personal opinion on how they felt,
how they experienced it. And that's the same with us. You report on that experience, but that doesn't mean everybody's going to get that same experience. That cabin, my cabin on MSC, I was probably one of a handful of people that had a problem with my cabin that day. And there's 6,000 odd people on there. So not everybody's experience. In fact, a very small number would have had my problem. And the same with, those boys on the Prince, I think it was a Princess ship. Most people on that ship would have been happy with their room, but you can only report on what you experience.
Right. We're back to some comments because from negativity we come positivity.
Yes.
Now, I've just seen a message from a good friend of Michael who's just got married not long ago. Karen.
Oh, Karen!
Hi, folks. Enjoying the live stream. Julie and I are traveling back from our motorhome Grand Tour of France.
Oh,
it's a beautiful motorhome.
Oh, it is a very impressive motorhome, and I've seen it. I've been inside it. It is super impressive.
Welcome back.
You've had a lovely time.
Welcome back.
They've not long come back from Italy.
They did the dream. They live in the dream.
I know. Mind you, you'd be off if you had a motorhome like that, but it's a massive thing. Wouldn't fit it on our drive.
Walter is in the room. Walter, hello. Evening, guys. Nice to hear you both had a good weekend. 5 days away from stepping out on Britannia for the first time. Oh, I can't wait to hear what it's like, Walter, because I'm intrigued by Britannia.
We've got a few people going on smaller P&O ships, and I'd really like to see how that experience differs from the one we had on the bigger P&O ship.
Yeah. So let us know. I'd love to hear.
Yeah, come back and make sure you let us know how you got on.
Donna's in the room.
Donna.
Hi, Donna.
Cold beer.
Got me a cold beer. Sunbeam shining Hensford. Here we go. Cheers.
We need a cheers. Cheers, Donna. It's not been too bad. It was really hot this morning here, but it's a bit cloudy now.
Yeah, it's been nice. So it's been a nice day on and off. So it's been lovely. And Mark did a fantastic. We had an inside barbecue earlier because the weather wasn't great enough for the barbecue. He's got a fantastic barbecue with smoke and that sort of stuff. So we had an inside one, and it was bloody gorgeous. So thank you, Mark and Jack. Thank you.
We're always well looked after here, aren't we?
Like spoiled. That's why they've come here. Spoiled rotten. We do nothing for them. They do everything for us. Mandy, hope you had a fabulous birthday, Dave. Oh, I'm still having it, Mand. Still having it.
Yeah, this is still part of his birthday weekend. His birthday was Thursday, but it's still his birthday.
Yes.
Dave has a week birthday every year.
Spoiled. I'm the queen. Right, David Taylor. Hello, David. Good.
Hi,
Oxford.
David. Oh, it's a look. I want to know if that's you, David.
Well, we don't know if it's David, but Mandy has cleared up.
Ah.
It's
It's the Sex bit. No, you see, that was never my type of music.
God save the Queen.
Oh no,
I mean it, man.
No.
I think that's it, right?
No.
I'm not sure.
Not my type, but there we go. Well, now we know who that is.
You didn't like electric guitar till like came into his life, and now he loves it.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah,
your
your my music taste definitely changed. I love
Music
the guitar now, the electric guitar. Yeah.
after that.
Yeah.
John Freeman coming through all clear. Even see the patterns on Mark and Wall's paper. Says nothing.
There we go. Very
Oh,
nice.
bless.
Very nice.
But you can't see this is actually Bowie here.
Yeah.
But the light ring is like reflecting. It looks quite cool, doesn't it?
It looks like he's jumping in it, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it does,
It's like, I think it almost like, I bet a lot of people thought that was part of the picture.
Yeah, that's what we did. Until I spoofed it. Dan, audiovisual, great, no problems. Cheers, Dan.
Excellent.
Harold Betson, hello,
Hey,
Harold. How are you,
Harold,
buddy?
evening.
Nice to have you in.
Always good to have Harold with us.
Valley 54, Voyager is in the Western Med.
Nice.
See,
Is
we've never done the Med. I can't believe we've never been on a cruise in the Med.
No, we haven't. We've
We
done
haven't,
lots
no.
of
We will,
holidays
though.
in the Med, but we've
We
not
will.
done. We've not done it. We did the Adriatic, didn't we? And that's the closest we've been there. But yeah, definitely.
Definitely. Harold Betterson, I'm watching you on the TV.
Oh, we're nice and big. Have you got a big one? Oh, no.
What? Harold!
Big-
I apologise, Harold.
Have you got a big TV, Harold?
I'm so shocked.
Sorry.
I'm going to end this now.
Oh, come on.
Shocking.
Come on. That was.
Last time he was on about touching wood, and now he's asking Harold. He's got a big one. Is there going to be a part 2 of MSC, or is it
Yes.
that bad there's no more? Yes.
Right. There will be, Harold. I'm hoping to do something in the next week, but it's not quite as easy as I'd hoped. I had a little bit of a faux pas with the recording on the second day, and for some reason I decided in my infinite wisdom that I would try my other new camera, and unfortunately it decided halfway through me going around the ship that it would flip to portrait. So I've got to try and rescue some of that, and if I don't, I will put together what didn't go portrait.
You need to put something out.
Yeah,
They need to know.
I think I sort of lost my way a little bit on. I think one thing we've said, isn't it, Dave, that we I think now know how we're going to film moving forward. We are going to film like I filmed on part 1,
Almost
of
like
MSC.
diary entry as you go. So you're like with it. You're like
Say
with
as
us.
you see us, take you with us, and do that. And I think that's how we're going to move forward. And I think I lost sight of that the second day because I thought, oh, I'll do a ship tour video, and I went off and didn't do the speaking as much. I did a little bit.
He found a bar that served nice pina coladas, and he got carried away.
But if I do a part 3, I did go back to the format of the first day. So there will be a part 3, which will cover the second evening and the white party. So that should be a little bit better. So I'll try and put something together this week, but I apologize in advance that some of the footage might be a bit disappointing. But I'd rather get something out than nothing.
Exactly. Valley Virtuosa, Olbia, lovely, Naples, etc. Okay, so this is the Western Med cruise. Sounds beautiful.
Nice. Where's Olbia?
Don't know, but it's probably going to be Italy if you look in there.
Never been to. We've done Italy a few times, but I've never been as far south as Naples.
No,
But I'd like to do it sometimes. I
Well,
think
we want to do Sicily though as well, don't we?
Yeah, we want to do Sicily, so maybe we can go, and Rome. So we want to do Rome, don't we? Maybe we can get the train all the way down the Amalfi Coast.
Or you want to train it?
Yeah, I want to train it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think train will be different. Yeah. And then obviously finish at Naples and then go across on the train, on the ferry to Sicily.
Yeah, because the train actually goes on the ferry. It's weird. Train comes off the tracks onto a track onto the ferry, goes across the water, connects on, and then connects to another track and comes off. It's crazy. Engineering at its best. Mandy Benton, we love Marella, as you know. We booked another P&O on Azure today. Mandy, I'm so jealous of you. You literally are all over the shop.
I know.
Proper globetrotter.
I know. Maybe Mandy will take me with her.
I wish you would.
Yeah, because
do.
Things aren't going good with us getting another cruise, are they?
No, unfortunately.
No, holidays and work are all difficult.
But it doesn't matter because they come to watch us, not to talk about cruises, to talk about us.
But we need more cruises.
We do. Valid 54, I don't want a super ship. I love the smaller ships and the fun on Marella.
I agree.
We're with you. We had a conversation last night with a friend of ours who is very much pro super ships. And we love the fact that he is pro super ships. And we had a very healthy, positive debate on the reasons why. And it's good because I understand why he loves those. And I fully get it.
Yeah.
I fully get the fact as well that if you've got a family and you get into cruise, because cruising is becoming a very young person's game as well now.
Yeah.
It's changing the narrative around cruising. And these ships offer clubs, bars, restaurants, almost like a town on the water.
Yeah.
You've got a lot more going on. You've got go-karts, you've got water parks.
Yeah.
So even though it's not for us, I am all for super ships for that family sort of like market that want to go and have a, I don't want to call it buttons at sea because people might get offended by that, but it's designed for entertainment. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, there's no doubt that cruising is a massive market and it's becoming bigger and bigger, hence the new ships that are constantly coming out with these companies, because cruising is a growing market and people love to cruise. And yes, the bigger ships definitely give families, more activities and more things for the children to do, because I don't think necessarily you would pick Marella for a child's cruise as much as you would go with someone like the big ship like Iona or
all Marella really has
or MSC
is its club, is its M club. The problem with that is there's not really much for them to do. Whereas if you went on to an MSC or you went on to an NCL, you've got like water parks, you've got clubs, you've got all sorts of stuff going on for kids there. So you're right. I think Marella is more geared up towards the people of a certain age, and I'm gonna say 40 plus because I'm in the category and I love it. And then I think this gentleman we talked to is a lot younger than us, a lot more social than we are. So I think that suits better. But you have to be mindful, though, Valley, that Marella have got 2 new ships coming out. We discussed yesterday. P&O went down this route. P&O used to have mid-sized ships, and then they started to go bigger and bigger, and to the point now where their ships are supersized. So,
I mean,
Marella might see that.
We're just really hoping that they don't go bigger than 4,000. I mean, ideally, I wouldn't want them to be bigger than 3, but 4 are to push, because at the end of the day, they've had their best year and they want to sort of continue to grow and obviously push out, more options of where you can cruise with them.
They're currently winning with their business model, and I think if they change it, it could cause an impact, but we'll see.
I think one of the big things that's come out of us having gone with P&O and MSC is just how simple things are with Marella. There's no having to pre-book or book things as soon as you get on the ship. MSC, I had to go, even though I'd booked 2 carousel shows on MSC, they were booked, but then I had to go and find the right place to go and actually book the shows that I could go to and the times. And the same with the spa. I booked my treatment, but I had to go to the spa to arrange the thing. The dining, you're given a set time and a set restaurant, and it was just so much hassle. Whereas Marella, you can go to what dining you like when you like, apart from the speciality, of course. And everything was just so much simpler.
Well, we talked to the boys last night. We pulled them into this conversation that we were having, and I said, "What did you prefer, P&O or Marella?" And they said Marella. I said, "Why?" They said, "Because you don't have to worry about anything," and they're right. Yeah. Anything, you just do whatever you do.
Go to dinner when you want dinner. Go to the theatre when you want to go to the theatre. I mean, on both MSC and P&O, you had to book the theatre, and if you didn't, and it was full, you wouldn't get in,
and it was stressful. It was so stressful thinking, I got to book this now, I got to book this now. And this is not taken away from P&O. It's got some fantastic spots on there, but it was a bit too stressful for us because all we know is Marella.
Well, we've still got, we've put P&O on a hold. There's a lot of stuff come out lately on Iona, and I really feel that we should finish now MSC, because I haven't got too many videos to do with MSC, and then we will start putting out the P&O Iona videos, because we've got some lovely footage from Norway and some great stuff to show. But I'm going to do sort of 2 or 3 more videos on MSC, and then we will move back to going with the P&O trip to the fjords.
Definitely. Let's carry on with Harold. Harold Betterson booked this the other week with Cruise Nation. Seems too good to be true. Flights and accommodation included. Direct to New York, 3 nights New York, flight to Miami, 2 nights, then Cunard and Caribbean. That sounds amazing.
That is
That
amazing.
sounds really good.
I mean, we've not done New York, have we?
No.
New York.
Do me a favor, Howard, if you don't mind. If you do, I understand, but just pop below. Oh, you've done it there. I can see the price. Right, okay. Park this then, because I want to talk about this in a minute, okay? Because I'm interested in this price. All right, don't talk about it just yet. Okay, we're going to come to it now.
I'm shocked. I thought we'd got a bargain to show.
Len's Legacy, going on the treasures of the Med, booked Rome excursions and Pompeii.
Oh,
Also have Corsica and Sardinia. Oh,
that is what we want to do. That one, isn't it?
Sardinia and Corsica look stunning.
Yeah.
We've always wanted to go to Pompeii as well. It's going to be amazing.
I've done Rome, and I so want to take Dave to Rome because Rome is such a beautiful city.
And when in Rome.
So much to see when in Rome. Yeah.
When in Rome.
Do as
the Romans do, which is basically anything. Mandy, but you're right. Dave Azura is Sister Aventura.
No. Dave was thinking Arvia
I
and
did.
Iona.
I was.
Thank you. I knew what he meant.
But I don't care.
But
Mandy,
you
thank
got
you.
away with
Mandy,
it.
thank you. It's my birthday, so thank you.
See what I have to deal with?
Smithy family. Good evening, Dan and
Hey,
Cheryl.
Smithy family.
from
Hey, I love the
Belvedere.
photo.
Then Explorer 2 and booked for Voyager next April. We are going to do them, all of them. Well, that could lead us straight on.
Yes,
so
it
let's
could.
Let's part this.
First of all, say they look like our kind of people.
They do.
That's a fun photo.
And they've done. They did Explorer 2.
Adults only.
Yes, we've not done
Yeah,
that.
we haven't done the adults only.
You'll love Voyager, trust me.
Yeah, right. We are working on something.
We are.
And we are looking at having a badge. But my first question is, what is going to work better for everybody? Should we do a badge, or would you prefer a fridge magnet? We are looking at doing a badge, which is going to be the Marella Complete Set badge. If you sail on every one of the Marella ships, then we will send you one of the badges. But we've got to design a badge or a fridge magnet. And I've come up with the first one. I'm going to do 3 or 4 over the next few weeks or the next few lives. And also, if anybody has got a design, if there's anybody talented out there that thinks they could have a good design, send it to our email. We'll put the email up shortly. But this is my first effort, and I hopefully can come up with something better. And obviously that would be in the form of a badge or a fridge magnet.
Only a small one, not like a massive, one like that. Just a small little sort of badge there.
Now, it does need tinkering with because the writing isn't quite around. The red writing isn't quite right. But it gives you an idea of what we're looking to do. And this is for anybody who's done the complete set. We won't get one, will we?
We won't even get one. But
we've got 3.
But we know there's people on here that already are qualified for the full house.
Yeah, that would get one. But we've still got Explorer 2 and Discovery to do. But we're aiming for all of it.
Yeah, we've got to do them. If we want to talk about it, we've got to do it.
Do you want to put our email up just in case anybody is good at designing and thinks they can do a better job? And at the end of the day, if we've got 4 or 5 different choices, we'll put them out there and see which one you prefer.
So if you can send
if you don't pick mine, I'll cry.
Happy days. Right.
Spent hours on that.
So thank you for that last message.
So if you're good at designing and you want to design a badge for anybody that's completed the full set of Marella ships, which is currently 5, if you've still got more to do, then get them in quick before 2030 because there'll be 2 more coming out then send us a copy.
So thank you very much, Del and Cheryl. That led us on to that. So thank you. But now
we're going, it's bargain.
It's a Harold's bargain.
Yes.
This is a bargain.
Yes.
So Harold said the flights back from Miami, all in £1,500 each. Obviously, no drinks on board, but still a great deal, I think. Got to get trousers for Cunard to use to Marella. Yes, you do, because they are formal.
I love an Hawaiian shirt, though.
We do as well.
Yeah, we love a Hawaiian shirt.
I always remember when Mark and Jack first came with us on a cruise, they didn't know what to buy. They'd been on a cruise before. So they went nuts with Hawaiian shirts, and it was perfect because in the Caribbean, every night, the Hawaiian shirt is great. We loved it.
It's great fun. But we also, on P&O, we went on their, what's they call it, celebration night, or... I can't remember what they call it now, but P&O, we for the first time since we first went on Celebrity, sort of in 2010, we had tuxes there, but we actually had tuxes for the cruise with P&O on Iona, and it was really nice, wasn't it?
It was nice. I had to buy a new one because I'm obviously massive now, whereas Michael still fitted in his. From
from 2010, I had the same one. I wouldn't have a year ago, but I can now. Save me a fortune. But yeah, so it's lovely to be able to dress up as well. I think it's something special.
Definitely. Right, Paul Kearney, we're getting late on time. Paul Kearney got the letter for Solar Meetup. That's nice.
Great.
I prefer to eat alone in buffet or in the main restaurant, like an early dinner to enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we on our first ever cruise in Discovery 2, there was a gent there that was eating alone. But what he would do was, we started to get talking one night when he was on the table next to us. So even though he'd eat alone, he would sometimes come and sit on the table next to us. So we just like pass on with some niceness and have a chat. You know, it's nice, wasn't it? Got to know him quite well.
I think the great thing with solo cruising, everybody's different as well. And I think as long as you're given the option that if you want to go and mix with people, that if you want to go and dine with people, if you've got that option, then I think that's brilliant. But if you want to do your own thing, then I think that's fine as well. MSC, because of the first day I had on board, which was a bit of a nightmare, mainly due to my room problems, I went to dinner and I was late to dinner. I was all hot, sweaty, and I'd had a lot of problems with going to reception, and I really didn't feel in the mood to sit in company. So this will hopefully be on the next video. But when I got to the sort of restaurant, I asked if I could be on my own because I explained the problems. And when she came and led me in, she took me to a table set for 6, and there were 2 people already on there. And then I had the embarrassment of having to say, look, I'm ever so sorry, but I really don't feel like good company tonight. And so I did eventually get a table for 2, but sometimes you just don't, you know, if all the problems I'd had, I'd have loved sitting at the table with other people, but sometimes you want to be on your own.
Definitely. Where's Mary when you needed to tell him he'd blethering?
I know, but
Right.
I wouldn't be me if I didn't blether.
Well, let's move on swiftly. Rosemary, hello, Rosemary. How are you?
Hey,
From
Rosemary.
Bristol. We were on Cosmopolitan Classics on Tuesday. Woohoo.
Tuesday.
We were wondering about the gym. Do you have to book to use it, and is it free? No, but be mindful the gym is different on each ship. So Discovery 2 and Discovery, I would have thought the gym is in the spa area. And the good thing with that is we were able to use on Discovery, whether you still can, the showers and the male or female only saunas and steam rooms.
It doesn't say what ship, does it? No.
No. But on Voyager and the Explorer ships, the gyms are separate. So you have to basically just go and use them separate from anything else. So go back to your room and shower. But they're open. Just go and use them. You don't
free to use. And also, if you go to the gym, you'll find daily activities that they do, classes. So nip to the gym, pick up the leaflet, and you'll see what's on. Also, there might be stuff in your cruise news that letting you know what's going on. But yes, they have a whole list. Some of them are payable. I think some of the yoga or whatever might be chargeable, but a lot of the activities they do are free as well. So
right, Stuart has clarified something, and I thought Stu, that it was Carnival.
Again.
Yeah, so it was Carnival Miracle Princess because
right.
it was the complaint came from them, Carnival, because they then said that the cruise family has gone downhill since Carnival took over.
Okay, I'm quite pleased really because I've heard a lot of good things about Princess. So I was quite disappointed. It was in my mind, it was Princess, but Carnival Miracle was the one then. And yes, go and watch his video. It's a bit of a shocker.
Well, John's put on here, one of the guys used to be an officer on Chewy Marella, so knows what he's talking about. Interesting.
Yeah, they are very knowledgeable. They do podcasts. Say the podcasts are really good. Go and look out their podcasts.
Do good videos, though. Very cinematic.
Videos are good.
Nice videos.
And the magazine is brilliant. So, you know, definitely check them out if you have.
Only because he was like number 39.
We were.
Top 100.
Yeah, we made their top 39 UK cruise vlogs in the UK. We were 39 on their top 100 list.
Thanks, Sailaway. Right, Stuart McCulloch. Yes, John, I found that out today. Yes, I didn't know that he was an officer.
Oh, yeah, I know. I didn't either, but I'm not surprised because then they're knowledgeable and they definitely know what they're talking about.
So Billy has put, surely if a ban is warranted, it should only be applied to the cruise ship that was highlighted. It's sour grapes. They've exposed something that's not gone down too well, and I think that they've responded in a really immature, silly way. Because the thing is, if they influence quite a lot of people, this is not going to be a good influence, is it? And this is what the cruise company are failing to realise.
I think the thing is, the chap, as I say, that dealt with their complaint was apparently really good and couldn't have done more for them. And at the same time, instead of banning them, why didn't they say, look, guys, we're really sorry. Why don't you come back and give us another chance? And, you know, and look after them the second time, because, you know, they're very, they are influential because they're respectable people who vlog, do a well.
I'm sure they've got over
magazine.
40,000 now, and I mean that's 40,000 customers potentially of this cruise family, and it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all.
But it'd be lovely to know where was that decision made? Who thought that would be the right thing to do? Because it's not going to show them in any better light because they're banned.
Well, I know that Ben and David had problems once on MSC,
MSC,
and they were told to stop filming, and there was a big hoo-ha around it.
Yeah.
But what they fail to understand is Ben and David being at the level they are, that is free advertisement for them. And like I said, if a cruise line does it properly, that's going to be positive advertisement. Yeah. Which leads me on to Stuart saying, David's right, we've done over 30 cruises and there hasn't been one that was perfect. Yeah. No one is ever expecting a holiday to be perfect. It's how it's dealt with at the customer service level. Yeah. And that's the key. Like we have problems all over the shop with cruises, but if they're rectified swiftly and rightly, which they've been fantastic on Marella, then we're happy. You know, we leave as happy customers.
Yeah, I mean, I had mixed sort of feelings. I always find that reception staff tend to be the most unfriendliest that you come across on the cruise
ship. But they probably have a lot to do with.
I think
it's no excuse. It's no excuse.
No, and it's a difficult one because it's not an easy job that they do, because, you know, you see the queues there, particularly my MSC on the first day on there, and what they're getting is person after person usually there because there's a problem. So they don't have an easy job at all, and I get that. And the first woman, if you watch my part one, the first woman that dealt with me at the reception, she was absolutely amazing, and I say so on the video. Unfortunately, the people after that I spoke to weren't so helpful.
No, and Stuart's right, but always room for improvement, and that's another reason why we rate Marella. Is because, as you all Morellians know, they have on their app feedback, and you can give feedback constantly. And we've used it, and we've been contacted by management to ask, you know, are we okay? Is there ways that they can improve things? They listen, and we didn't have it on P&O. We did not have a function where we could give feedback to A, staff for good service, or B, any issues we got. But, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is.
Billy has put, didn't Ben and David have problems with the cruise company as well? Yes, it was MSC.
It was MSC. They were told off for filming and told to stop filming. Yeah. And I think it was dealt with so badly that Ben and David decided that they were going to leave the ship.
I would, though. I'd be devastated. Yeah. I'd be devastated. It wasn't nice.
I think, you know, those guys, again, are very, very knowledgeable about what they do, and they've got a lot of experience with cruising, and I think they're respectful. They are very respectful if you watch their videos to the people when they are filming. So it's a difficult balance, because I often say, don't I, you got to be careful when you're walking around the ship with the camera. You don't want to be intrusive on people, but you can't avoid people.
I'm like a sniper. I'm like that.
Well, we tend to get up early a lot of the time, don't we? So
well, if you saw the P&O ship, in a nutshell, that was like ridiculous. 4 in the morning, because I didn't want to affect people's days, like by walking around, and it's embarrassing sometimes when you're trying to film, because you want to get things in a good light, but it just doesn't look good when you literally can't even see the woods for the trees.
And I mean, it's very difficult around the pool area. You know, I try and always film it from quite a way away so that you're not. You know, right on people in the pool area, because obviously, you know, you've got to try and be mindful of what you're filming.
Yeah, Walter Baxter's up there was MSC.
Yeah.
I remember watching it. So Dawn Melvin, hello. Hi,
hey,
the party.
No
you're here now, Dawn.
Yeah, you're here.
She was walking the dogs.
Yeah, well, the dogs need a walk. They do. They'll appreciate it.
Well, these two are walked. They're just flat out now. I don't know where they're gone.
No, we've lost the dogs.
Off on Marella Discovery again on Tuesday. Belated birthday wishes. Thank you, Dawn.
Oh, very nice.
Lovely. We've not done Discovery
yet.
Why am I
saying thank you? It's not my birthday.
I know.
Yet. Coming up.
Yes, it is. Michael will be 72 this year. Harold, many happy returns. Thank you very much, Harold. That's lovely of you to say. Julie Osborne. Osborne? I hope I'm saying that right. Sorry.
Oh, it's Dean and Julie.
Oh,
Beach House.
Dean and Julie
Yes!
from P&O.
We
Hi,
are.
guys. Looking good. Dean and Julie here sat in the garden, drink, and some good
Oh
sounds.
wow! I tell you what, it's just so exciting. Sat here now, knowing there is somebody that we've actually met and sat next to and had a brilliant evening with.
So Mark and Jack,
Because our meal took about 3 hours.
Mark and Jack sat in the conservatory watching this.
Yeah.
So they'll be waving at the screen. as
Yeah,
well. Nice to see you again, guys.
yeah, really good to see you both and to know that you're well.
David Taylor, I'm the David Taylor who broke his back. Oh, 4 weeks ago. Oh my God, David.
Oh my word.
I remember you saying, wow.
How are you doing now?
I hope everything's on the mend.
That is serious stuff.
Bacon bracks.
Bacon
Breaking
racks.
backs.
Yeah.
The alcohol's got to me. Oh,
Yeah.
Best wishes, David. I hope everything starts to get better for you.
Yeah,
then,
I
mate.
hope so. Let us know how you're getting on.
Definitely. Oh, I can hear footsteps.
Oh.
Billy Blacklock, seems they are getting touchy. Cruise
Yeah.
lines.
Well, like we said earlier,
They are.
there are so many cruise bloggers these days, so it is constant.
I get it.
There are videos coming
I
out,
get it.
and I think they are being scrutinized probably like never before. And of course, things aren't always right, and so yeah, they're getting touchy. But I think as long as people are fair, they can't really sort of. They can't be too against it, you know, because they're also, we feel that we do Marella so much good because we bang on Marella are brilliant, try Marella. So how can they be touchy with us? But we'll still say, Marella, get a loyalty scheme. That is the worst thing with Marella.
Yes, they need one.
They haven't got a loyalty scheme.
I think he must have come to you.
You're coming to me. Come on, then.
Yes, Perry.
Hey, we got the Sex Pistols again.
Yeah. Right, Harold. You could use the sideway footage as YouTube shorts. Yes. No,
Yes.
but he has thought of this.
Yeah, I think I have already done. I've done the arcade. I've done 2 shorts on the arcade, the virtual arcade. So that is what I'm going to do eventually. Is all of those will be used as shorts, but also I have expanded them. And yes, you lose a bit of quality, and yes, you're losing a bit of the footage. But I do think some of it might be okay. So I'm hoping to rescue quite a bit. It's just going to take a bit longer.
Right, guys, I'm going to ask you all if we can put a halt on the comments from now on, purely based that we've got about 8 minutes left, and I've got to get through them all before we finish. So hold on the comments for a second. Let's get through some of these. Dan has put, when you both went on the Caribbean, what was your best port and why? Now, we've had this question a few times, and it will change all the time because obviously each port is different, each place is different, but everybody in the room knows mine. Mine is St. Martin, and it's because the port, it's my rest day. It's the day where I just get off the ship, catch a water taxi to the beach that's right in the port, and I love that beach. There's music and there's bars and it's cheap and the water's beautiful, and I've just got some great memories there. I love that port.
Yeah. I've got probably 3, but I'll say
one, Mike.
Well, firstly, I've got to say Costa Rica. It was Porto Lemon. Costa Rica. We were there on Christmas Day in 2000. The age away. 2022. We spent Christmas Day in Costa Rica, and the Costa Rica port was amazing. But we had the most fantastic day there. So Costa Rica is like really special memories. I love St. Lucia. The daft thing with St. Lucia is we've never got set foot on St. Lucia, really. Twice we've been to St. Lucia. We've got off the boat,
trips every
off
time,
the ship, onto another boat, catamaran, and we've sailed to the Pitons and Pigeon Island. But we've always had such fun days in St. Lucia. Yes. St. Martin's lovely. And what was the one? Oh, no. There's one beats it all. Cartagena.
It was lovely. Yeah.
Colombia.
Yeah, but
because of the wildlife park at the port.
Yes.
Remember it now.
So there was like a mini zoo there. There was a lovely shop with aircon that was like amazing at the time.
There's like a wildlife park, and there are all sorts of animals,
parrots,
flamingos, monkeys. Yeah. So Cartagena, but unfortunately, they stopped going to Costa Rica and Cartagena. Hopefully, they'll bring it back.
John has put Olbia is a port in Sardinia.
There we go. Should have known that.
Thank you very much.
Sardinia looks really nice.
Keith J213, Ruth and I are on a 4-night trip to Rotterdam on Queen Mary 2 next Friday. Nice. It'll be our first experience on Cunard. Well, We have done a day visit on
Victoria.
Cunard. We loved it. It's a beautiful ship. The service is another level. It's Michael likes it because he likes to touch wood. His words.
It's amazing.
Everything's very wooden and beautiful.
And it's shiny.
Yeah, it's lovely.
And they keep it pristine. So yeah, I'd love to do a longer time on a Cunard ship. I think it would be amazing. So yeah, have a lovely time. And I'm looking out for a solo on one of those.
Definitely. Bear Explorers group. Hello.
Bear Explore.
Evening both. Hope they're doing well. Sending love to Lily. Oh, I hope you're doing well, mate. I'm seeing you for ages.
No, we've left Lily at home, haven't we?
Yeah,
we haven't spoken for a while, Bear, so we must catch up.
Definitely. Mandy Benton, question: have you ever been to
Taranto, Bari,
and
or
Catania?
Catania
In Italy, all port on cruise booked today. We haven't no, but that's the beauty. We've never been to Trieste in Italy, and we were like, oh, it's gonna be boring. It was
Trieste
superb.
was amazing.
So I'm hoping you have the same experience where you've gone to somewhere you've never even heard of, and it's stunning.
Yeah, we've done more North Italy, so we've done Venice. Where else did we do? Venice, Florence.
Yeah,
I've done Pisa, Tuscany. What was the other big one we did? Florence, Venice, Valencia. No, that's it.
No,
that's
we've
Spain.
done Bologna.
Bologna, that's it. So we've done up that end, but we've not really gone down the south side. So we definitely look towards doing a cruise like that as well. So let us know what it's like. But yeah, if it's anything like Trieste was, it was brilliant.
Stunning.
Don't lose John.
John Freeman, just been upgraded on Queen Mary 2 inside front to inside aft. We both have a big expectation of this Cunard ship as the top end of Carnival corporations. I had an ice sculpture of a swan with my beer in for one. You'll love it, John.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you've not been on Cunard before. Yeah, I'm surpised.
There's silence then. Were you waiting for
No,
him to
no,
answer?
I was I was rereading to make sure I hadn't got that wrong. So we don't have a Cunard ship. Oh, actually, yeah, you could have gone on Cunard before. You got expectation for this ship. Apologies, John.
See, I don't really get the upgrade though. So inside front to inside aft.
Is it because of engine noise? I don't know.
I don't really get what the benefit is of the upgrade. Is it a slightly better interior room?
I don't know. John might be just having a laugh and not got it yet.
No, he's got it.
Donna Cooper looked at a Greek island cruise for next September on Marella. Seems so expensive at the minute. Hoping that some discount code.
Show them. We haven't shown them the bargain.
Okay, quickly then.
It's a bargain cruise. And it's not
now.
something in the next couple of months. It's right next March.
So let me just quickly take that down.
Take that down.
Manager special cruise, all inclusive flight from Cardiff, 24th of March, 8 nights. Malaga, Palma, Valletta, Malta, Chania, Crete, Limassol, and Cyprus was 1,590, 899. And I'm pretty sure if you go in and ask if they can beat that price because of discount codes online, they'd probably beat that again.
But that is the shop price.
No, but I'm saying if there's discount codes online and they see if they can use those in store, you might be able to. You've got to be cheeky in this world. Mary said to us before she was cheeky.
If you don't ask, you don't get. I mean, that is normally you can sometimes find deals similar to that on last minute cruises. You don't usually get a deal like that that far ahead. So March 2026, that's a great deal.
100%.
And you can, of course, go into any TUI shop and show them this. And so just say, can you beat it?
Definitely. So there's one for you guys. Jill Gardner. Hello, Jill. Hi, boys. Done Marella Discovery twice. Adriatic and Greece itinerary.
Nice.
And the Explorer 2 once. Been to Caribbean cocktail and coconuts and exotic islands in April this year. Absolutely loved it. We love Caribbean. We've done it to death, but I want to go back because it's beautiful.
We haven't done the Dom Rep and up that way. We've done quite a bit because I thought we'd probably finished it with Caribbean for a while, but no, we haven't. We love it. It's a lovely place to cruise.
Bear has asked, my question is a cruise novice. How do you decide on your first cruise? Do you look at the benefits, facilities, and type of excursions? Well, first question is, are you going as a duo or are you going as a solo? Because if I was going to solo, the first thing I do is look for a company that is good to its solo passengers. We love Marella. And I think NCL are also very good to their solo passengers because they do solo suites. So that would be the first thing I'd look at. Second thing I'd look at is the size of ship you want. We love Marella, again, because it's mid-size, easier to navigate, you don't get lost. And I think it's more compact. You can do a lot more and it's got more freedom to it. So it's down to yourself and your preferences, really. But that would be my thing, first of all. What size ship you like, and if you're a solo or a duo.
And mine would also be, remember, there are different lengths of cruises. You can get as short as 2 nights. Go on a shorter cruise and just test the
Dip your
water.
toe in, yeah.
See whether cruising is going to be for you. But just bear in mind, often a shorter cruise can be sort of not a true judge of how a longer one would be, but it would show you things as whether you would have seasickness, whether you like the atmosphere on the boat. And it could be that if you do a 2-night cruise with someone, that you'll end up booking a 7-night with them on next time.
Definitely. Harold, question, would you do Cunard? I'm a little apprehensive, but the price and destination too good to say no. The 9-night cruise has Grand Cayman, Jamaica, Cozumel, and I've been on to all Marella ports. Yes, we would do Cunard, 100% we would. Yeah. We were a little bit put off for a while, purely based on the fact that when we do Marella, we don't dress in tuxedos. Now we've done it on P&O, and we've got our tuxes, then anything's a go up, because we've done that, like I said, our day trip. Yeah. It's very nice on a Cunard ship. The staff are impeccable. The service is impeccable. The ship is impeccable. Yeah. So yeah, 100% we would.
Yeah. I mean, I think Cunard, it's to me, there's a certain class, and like when we had the day on there, we had the most gorgeous lunch, and we also had afternoon tea, which was, I mean, the way they serve it, the service is amazing, and I think Cunard would be exceptional.
Definitely. Mandy, we're on to the badges.
Yeah,
now.
Badge.
Definitely
so
a badge, please. So Mandy likes the badges.
Badge.
What we'll have to do in the future is do a survey again. For people to vote.
Yeah. We'll do a survey on badge. We'll see what other options there are. And then, as I say, certainly I'll come up with another 3 or 4 designs. Yeah. And then we'll put all them out. If anybody wants to send their own design, I'll get that on as well and see what's decided. And then we'll have a poll to see which one wins. So
Harold has said, Mary, get ready for your badge. Where is she tonight?
I know. She's holidaying again. No, she's probably got guests. She has
gallivanting again.
She has guests on Sundays a lot. So if she's not travelling, she's usually got guests.
But Mary definitely do. Yeah. She's done it about 5 times over. Walter, the badge could be like a RuPaul badge. Definitely. Well, this is the thing, it could be popular because at the end of the day, people might not wear them, but it's nice to have a little trinket saying, you've completed it, basically.
Just a little achievement thing, isn't it? And
from us to you.
When we have our group cruise, all those that have done it by then can wear a little badge.
Yes. And you can get upgrade badge. Standard badge, silver badge, gold badge.
Hey, we could be like the Scouts and the Girl Guides and have different badges. So we can have a Mida Travel badge. We can have a complete set badge.
It's getting daft now. Yeah. Right, moving on. Yeah. Bear Explorers Group. I love a badge. Yeah. We all love a badge. Yeah. But Billy Blacklock says fridge magnet.
Fridge magnet.
For me, going on Voyager in October, which will be my 4th ship only Explorers to do. Well, you say that, fridge magnet, take away the fridge, it's got a magnet, because people take magnets, put them on their doors on all ships. So you could have it, pop it on your doors and let people know you've done them all.
Yeah.
Happy days. Mandy Benton, love it, guys. Maybe I've completed the fleet.
Mandy.
You've definitely completed the fleet.
Yeah, Mandy's going on the list to get a badge.
And when they're made, you're on there, trust me. Donna has put fridge magnet. We have to get them from each port, so Mida one would be brilliant.
See, we're gonna have to probably do a bit of both. Give people the choice.
Definitely, yeah. Well, we could do both. Walter has put, with P&O, there is an appreciation scheme where you can give the feedback, but it's slightly hidden in the reception area. That's the problem in the reception area. And you're in your room, you just quickly click on the app, or you're at the table. I was doing my reviews at the table, and I was surprised how many times I got contacted to my room by management to ask me for more details and like anything more they could do. It was really good.
Yeah, they want to meet you, don't they, to discuss it and rectify it.
I was quite impressed. Julie has put, just to let you both know, we have booked
Julie, don't mess about. Julie's not messing about.
Who are you going with, though, Julie?
Back to the beach house.
Intrigued.
Yeah.
She might be going with a different company.
Maybe, but there you go. We obviously loved the cruise. You've got another.
So we were originally in the front, now in the back.
But what's an upgrade about that, John?
It might be noise.
I thought you'd go from like an inside room to an outside room or a balcony or something for an upgrade. Like not front to back of ship.
No, because don't they have tiered systems?
I don't know.
They do. They have grades. Are you even a cruise logger?
I'm getting frazzled. We're late.
John has put, I am 5 bad. Does that mean you've done them all 5 times, or you completed all 5?
No, he's completed all 5.
Okay.
I'm not. It doesn't surprise.
I'd be impressed though.
Very...
John could have done.
John will be getting. John will be on the badge list as well. And we need to start this list, don't we?
We do.
Mary, John, Mandy. We'll have to work out anyone else.
My mum has put, can I come on the group cruise, please? No. Joking, of course you can, man.
You can sleep in the lifeboat.
You'll be centre stage, love. Right. So just a quick, and then before, one more, Julie. P&O. Avia, but promise to try Marella.
Yeah,
we must. Julie, I think
you'll love it.
I think you'll love it. Right. So quickly moving on, guys and girls. Let me quickly just introduce you to Kerry.
Yes, let me talk about Kerry.
Okay, as a
very
on
quickly.
Screen.
Hey, here's Kerry. Let me tell you a little bit about Kerry. I first came across Kerry when I was looking at doing a solo cruise, and I found Kerry's vlogs on MSC Virtuosa, and Kerry had done it as a solo cruiser, and I really, really enjoyed her video. And I've sort of get in touch with Kerry and said, would you come on and talk about it? Because the other great thing that I love that Kerry's done is Kerry has got a list. She had a list of 40 things to do before she hit 40. And there are some amazing things on this list. And I said to her, will you come on our channel? I said, I'd love to talk to you, not only about your experience on Virtuosa. She's just finished a really exciting trip, which included Cunard. So all of you talking about Cunard, I'm sure Kerry, go check Kerry's videos out. Kerry's YouTube channel is called Just Pick One UK. Now, I think she deserves way more views than she is getting. So I'm asking everyone on here, go view some of her videos, give her a subscribe, and let's give her a bit of a boost. And watch some of the videos, because she will be on here on the 29th of June. And it is her actual 40th birthday on that day. Oh, so how amazing that she is going to be with us for a 40th birthday, talking not only about the cruises, but also about this list, which I find absolutely fascinating.
Well, I think that Kerry's got the bones to be one of the next Simon Wilsons, because what she's doing is very interesting.
Yeah,
she's going out there and she's like hitting life right in the face.
Let me just tell you very briefly, her last trip that she's currently starting to put the vlogs out for was a 2-night on Cunard. I'm not sure exactly where she went, but it was Northern Europe. She then got on a sleeper train, I think, to Gothenburg, and she then flew back to London, and then she flew straight to Texas, I think it was. I might be wrong on that. But she has gone looking for tornadoes.
Twisters.
Wow.
That's interesting.
But did she find one?
You have to watch her videos and
You'll
find
have to
out.
watch her videos to find out, and you'll have to also come back on the 29th.
Yes, come back and meet Kerry, because I think it's going to be very interesting. What she's doing there is a lot different, really, to what we're doing, even though she will be doing cruising there. But she is like giving you the experiences, and I think it's really interesting and fascinating what she's doing.
And please go check her stuff out. Give her some likes, give her some subscribes, because she really does deserve a bigger audience.
She does. Right, a few more then before we go. John has put, Marella feedback is almost instant P&O and is instantly ignored. I was expecting a balcony cabin upgrade 5 years of age. John's right, though. Morella's instant. P&O, we didn't even know it existed. So, that says a lot.
Yeah.
Dan, definitely do fridge magnets. I have them all over the world. Can't wait to carry big thing.
I think what we might do is see if we can do a bit of a mixture, and people can have either. It'll be the same design on either, but one will be a badge and one will be a fridge magnet, and we'll see how we get on with that.
Defo. So from all of us, including Mark, Jack, Skipper, and Perry,
Donna.
They're saying goodbyes.
No. Group cruise.
Thank you for company as always. Love a mind and meet up.
There you go. We'll definitely somewhere in the future. I'm not sure when, because things are there. We can't even get a cruise in the next 12 months.
Pack it in now.
Yes.
Right. From Mila Travel, from ourselves, Mark and Jack, Skipper Perry, poor Lily, where she is, wherever she is, out there getting walked to death. Yeah. We wish you all a good night. Thank you for watching.
Come join us on the 29th. Not sure we'll have one next week, so we might have a break next week. But 29th, come meet Kerry.
been a pleasure all. We love you loads. Happy cruising. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you're new to us. Spread the word, and we will see you all next week, perhaps, or the week after, but we'll see. We'll put it out there. Okay, guys. So have a good night from us, from Mike and ourselves.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Have a good one, everybody. Bye.
Good night.